Hello, I'm Larry Rothman. I am the president of HAAPE, Helping Adults with Autism Perform and Excel. We're an all-volunteer 501c3 who are focused on the 80 to 90% unemployment, underemployment rate for people on the autism spectrum. We are looking to find them sustainable, meaningful careers. And today I wanted to share with you some of the values and concerns that you may have as an employer regarding hiring people who are on the autism spectrum, or for that matter, who are neurodiverse. Firstly, let me start by saying to you that you probably already have a number of neurodivergent workers. The reason I say that is that 16 to 20% of the US population are classified as neurodivergent. And by hiring in a very focused way people who are neurodivergent, you can actually improve the overall value of your workforce. Why? Because people who are neurodivergent are extremely productive. They're loyal. Their retention rates are extraordinary. Their productivity rates go anywhere from 20 to 140% as reported by any number of employers. They're focused. They tell the truth. They want to work. And so you are not really starting something new. You're not plowing new ground. You are joining a group of companies who already have benefited from the value they receive from their neurodivergent workers. So what I'm really saying to you is, by hiring neurodivergents, you're really not doing a public service, although you are. You really are doing yourself a favor and making your business and organization more effective. So there are some challenges. Let's be realistic about it. Some of the challenges and some of the fears that you may have and others have shared are that you don't understand the employment law. You don't know what kind of accommodations people need. You have a concern about the social interaction things that you have heard about. You don't know what kind of support structures one might need to talk through and help people who are neurodivergent. Well, let's go through that. Number one is, if you're really interested in embarking upon this and making your business and organization better, your management team has to be bought in. And by that, what I'm suggesting to you, in fact, what I'm recommending to you, is that you have some training, and not very in-depth training, but maybe an hour or so for your top management team, and have a champion. Secondly, the people who are managing or supervising the people who are neurodivergent should have a little more in-depth training and understand the nuances of what the needs of that group are. Typically, those needs are not overly significant, and in most cases, the accommodations you need to make are beneficial to the entire organization. What do I mean by that? There's instructions on how to do work have to be clear, concise, and precise, because people who are neurodivergent in general are going to follow those to a T. And secondly, some of the accommodations are trivial. For example, people on the spectrum may be sensitive to noise, and what they would require are some noise canceling headsets. Not a really big deal, not a big expense, but important. Thirdly, support. There are many public organizations who will provide job coaching and support, and similar support for your organization, in most cases at no charge. So let's talk about how to avoid some of the problems that you might encounter. For example, what happens if you have a worker who's not performing? Well, while there is accommodation for that, you would expect that there would be no different treatment than your typical worker. What are some of the practical guidelines? Well, make sure you have a good job description. Make sure the job matches the skills of the person. Make sure the team is in place who's going to support this person, and make sure the person knows exactly what you want them to do and what success looks like. Frankly, that's probably no different than anybody else you hire. Finally, you can get in touch with us or whomever you wish to help you get through this project, and I think you will be delighted with the results. Thanks very much. Have a great day.